The wind on the school rooftop was my only companion. It carried away the notes of my flute, a mournful song that was both a memory and a farewell. My name is Haruka, and for a long time I was alone. Each melody was a whisper to my brother, a ghost of a conversation I could never have again. It was my secret, a heavy cloak of grief I wore every day. The music wasn't for anyone else, it was a ritual, a way to keep his memory from fading into the silence. One afternoon, the silence was broken. "That's beautiful," a voice said. I turned, startled to see Aoi standing there. Aoi was the son of our school's music department, a piano prodigy whose talent was as bright as her smile. She was everything I wasn't. Her world was filled with applause and light. Mine was a quiet, shadowy corner. I clutched my flute, my sanctuary suddenly invaded. How could she, of all people, understand the sorrow woven into my music? Aoi didn't see sorrow. She heard a story. She approached me, not with pity, but with a musician's genuine excitement. "You have to play in the final concert," she urged, her eyes sparkling. "Your sound? It's what the orchestra is missing." The final concert? The thought was terrifying. My music was private, a sacred space for my pain. Exposing it felt like a betrayal. So I did what I always did. I ran. I fled from her, from the stage, from the idea that my grief could be anything other than my own solitary burden. But Aoi was persistent. She found me again the next day, not with the same demand, but with a different proposition. "What if," she began, sitting beside me on the rooftop bench, "we didn't just play your song? What if we played our song?" She spoke of her bright, hopeful piano notes intertwining with my melancholic flute. She described a conversation between instruments, a dialogue between light and shadow. She believed that together we could create something that wasn't just sad, but was complete. For the first time, I didn't run. I listened. The night of the concert arrived like a wave I couldn't outrun. Backstage my hands were cold, my heart a frantic drum against my ribs. Aoi gave my shoulder a gentle squeeze. "Just talk to me through the music, Haruka. I'll be listening." As we walked onto the stage, the spotlight felt blinding. But then I looked at Aoi. She smiled, a beacon in the sea of faces, and her fingers found the first keys of the piano. The notes were just as she'd described them, bright, clear, and full of life. I raised my flute to my lips and answered. My melody, once a solitary cry, found a companion. It tangled with her piano, a dance of sorrow and hope. In that moment, on that stage, something inside me shifted. The music wasn't just for my brother anymore. It was for me. It was the sound of a heart learning to let go, not of the memory, but of the pain. The final note hung in the air, a perfect fusion of our two souls. The wind on the rooftop no longer sings a song of goodbye. It sings a song of a new beginning, a melody of moving forward. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more stories that touch the heart. See you next time.